Alright, good morning guys. Sorry the lighting's weird. I have really harsh lighting in my room in the morning, but it is currently Monday of week 3 of school. I'm gonna be doing a little college day in my life in quarantine because as we know the coronavirus is going on. I've been like intentionally wanting to film my Monday classes just because I have a Zoom lecture. I only have one Zoom lecture actually, which if you don't know what that is, it's like that video chatting. I feel like everyone knows what it is, but just in case you don't, it's like basically group FaceTime with your class. So I only have one of those actually, thank God, because I didn't think it would be that bad, but for some reason it's just really hard for me to learn in that setting. But I'm gonna get into that later after I'm done with my first class because I actually have an exam today. I just made myself breakfast as you saw. All classes are online now, so most of my classes I can really do any day of the week besides my Zoom lecture, and then this one other class that I have Mondays and Wednesdays, the teacher still makes it so that we have to like click through a PowerPoint and then answer questions throughout the PowerPoint, and we have to turn it in by the end of Monday and Wednesday. So technically I still have class strictly on Monday and Wednesday for that class. I can't do them any other day of the week. Usually I'll just wake up at like 9 or whenever I wake up. Honestly, I don't set an alarm or anything like that. I'll usually just like get up, go pee, and then go straight back to my bed without even like eating or anything and just do my lecture and answer the class questions. Today I have an exam in that class, so I decided I might as well eat just to like fuel my brain more so I can actually think straight. It's open note, open book, thank God, and it's all short answer. I feel like I have to use my brain more because it's not like process of elimination like a multiple choice exam. I want to start that soon, so I'm gonna eat my breakfast and yeah. I have all of my notes open. I have a lot. I have 4 different PowerPoints open. I have 8 Word docs open. If having all these notes on this test doesn't help, I swear to God. Okay, I just finished my test. Also, side note, my hair's like getting kind of long. Honestly, I need a haircut really bad. It has been 6 months since I've gotten a haircut, but my ends are real crispy. I would cut my own hair, but if you know me and you've been subscribed, you would know that I used to cut my hair all the time, like by myself. I have hair cutting scissors and everything, but I just realized over time that actually getting your hair cut by a professional that knows what they're doing makes such a huge difference. A year ago was the first time I got my hair professionally cut for the first time in like a couple years, I think. Over a year for sure. And I just remember being like, damn, my hair looks so much better. Ever since then, I just can't really cut my own hair anymore. I don't want to mess up the layers and stuff that I have. That was a weird tangent. I don't know why I went on that tangent, but I just finished my test and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I feel like my adrenaline right now is really high because of it. Like, you know, after you take a test and you're just like, okay, I'm like ramped up now. Like, you just like can't fucking do anything. Like, you're just mentally checked out after it, but like your adrenaline's still really high. Like, that's me right now. I like really badly need to do some homework. I apparently have a discussion post due on Wednesday, so I didn't even explain what I'm taking this term. Basically, I'm taking 2 ad classes. One of them is about brand responsibility and the other one's about client-side management. If you're like not an ad major, I feel like it's not that interesting to talk about. I feel like if I wasn't an ad major watching this video, I wouldn't really care, so I'm probably just like not gonna explain what those mean. But I just took a test for the brand responsibility one, but the one that I have later on Zoom is the client-side management one, and that one's just once a week. It would have been once a week anyways. Originally, if we were still at school, we would have been meeting up at 6 o'clock every week until 8:50, which is like almost 3 hours, but our teacher actually made it so instead of doing like a big lecture starting today, actually this week, we're just gonna Zoom in small groups. So basically my class for the next 7 weeks is just like 6 people or something. Since they're smaller groups, they're gonna be like 30-minute classes or 20-minute classes or something instead of 3 hours, which means I don't necessarily go at 6 every week. I could be going at like closer to 9 because I think we're rotating every week on what times we go just to like make it fair. Then I'm also taking an English class called Teen and Children's Literature. Honestly, I'm probably just not gonna think about that class today because I have other things to worry about. Then I'm also taking a history class through Portland Community College just to like save some money. I'm gonna go off for a couple seconds because I'm a little bit irritated about this. I've taken a few gen eds through college through PCC just to like save some money because community college is cheaper, and if it's just a gen ed then it like doesn't really matter. It doesn't need to be through U of O as long as it transfers. I have to take 2 history classes for my major, and I took 1 fall term with this teacher through PCC. Now I'm taking another history class with the same teacher right now, but it's a different history class. Like, the one I took fall term was like specifically about the Middle East. It was history History 104 to get specific, but now I'm taking History 102, which is like Western civilization or something. It's just like one of the basic ones. And like I have a discussion post due this week, and I noticed last week I kind of like looked ahead at the discussion post and I was like, wait a damn minute. I've literally done this before. This is the exact prompt that I did fall term in his class. The prompt is literally about the Middle East, but the class isn't about the Middle East. Like we have like weekly quizzes which are about the lectures. For example, this weekly quiz and lecture was about the Renaissance, but the discussion post for this week is about the Crusades in the Middle East. Okay, I just want to add really quick that like I feel like it doesn't seem that weird, but like in the many college classes I've taken where there's like a discussion post like this, I feel like most of them have to do with like the lecture or just the material I learned that week. So like for example, I'm taking 2 other classes where there's discussion posts, but they both have to do with like the things we're learning that week in class. So I would have expected that if our lecture and like quiz were both about the Renaissance, then the discussion post would also be about the Renaissance. Kind of like when I took that class about the Middle East, that discussion post did correlate with the lesson for that week, but it's a different class. So like now it doesn't. And I like emailed my teacher and I was like, hey, like I took a class with you fall term and I think I did this assignment already. Like, is there anything I should be doing differently? Like whatever, because I'm paying money to take a whole new class, yet he's making me learn the exact same stuff I've already learned. And there's like 3 different parts to the discussion post. Like it's a long discussion post and I've already done it, which is kind of frustrating. And he was like, I'm just gonna read the email because I opened it and I was like, what? Dear Sarah, it is essentially the same assignment, so you will get a bit of a break on it work-wise. Like I deadass opened it and I was just like, is this for real? And like I know I got an A on it the first time, so it's not like there was anything to improve. Like honestly, my mindset in quarantine has just been like, I'm so over school and I don't want to do school at all. So usually this would be ideal because like that means I have to do way less work for something everyone else has to put a bunch of work into. But honestly, I'm kind of frustrated. I'm paying for that. Like that's kind of fucked up, right? Now I feel like I have to work harder to make sure I don't plagiarize myself or something. I just think it's all so like weird. But yeah, let me know if you also think that's weird because I'm about to start working on that and I'm kind of irritated about it. But I also just like really don't want to start that right now. Like after taking that test, I'm just like, my brain is dead. And honestly, that's how my brain has been all quarantine. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and plug in my hard drive with all my old assignments and pull up my old assignment. Oh, also, I didn't even show you my nails, but they're inspired by Harry Styles on SNL. Oliver! Okay, I just got done typing my first part of my discussion post for my history class. I feel pretty restless right now, like I need to move around. Usually I work out, but on Mondays and Wednesdays I just don't. I kind of take a break, but every other day I work out 5 days of the week. I think I might take my dog on a walk because it's really nice outside right now. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's pretty nice out, so I feel like I just need to go outside. I didn't really go outside yesterday, so I feel like I just need some fresh air. I'm just gonna go on a walk. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy, not running or anything. I live by a forest, so I'm probably just gonna go in there. And I just put some shorts on. I'm wearing Adidas shorts and Nike sneakers. I feel like that's against the law or something. Okay, I'm gonna go on a walk now. He literally just stops every 5 feet to sniff things, just in case anyone was wondering. Dude, let's go. Okay, I just got home and I swear even if I just walk, I will sweat buckets. I don't know what's wrong with me. Everyone in my family sweats so much, but looks like I walked 1.5 miles, a little more than that actually. 1.7 miles. I'm really glad I did that. I almost didn't. I was so restless last week during my Zoom lecture because I had been sitting all day and didn't get any movement at all. So I was just like extra antsy. I'm gonna eat some of my snacks that I'm storing in my room and probably just like watch YouTube or something and like take a mental break. Even though I just went on a walk, I feel like that's technically a mental break. But I just did so much homework, so I need more of a break. Okay, it's almost 6 o'clock and honestly, I've just been like sitting in bed on my phone or doing homework. I haven't really been doing anything eventful at all. That's just the reality of being in quarantine. I don't have my Zoom class until 7:30 because that's when my group goes, so I still have like 2 hours before that. But yeah, I'm just working on my history homework. Nothing interesting. I feel like this is probably the most boring vlog ever. I still have like an hour until my Zoom meeting, but I just decided to like make a snack. This is like cashew dip or something. I don't even know what it's called, but it tastes like hummus. Then I'm just eating these little bell peppers with it. I just like don't really want dinner yet. I don't want to wait until after my class. So I'm just gonna eat something small for now. This is so boring. Alright, it is now time for me to do my Zoom lecture. I literally have 3 minutes until I should be in there. I really don't want to do this right now. I don't really know what we're about to talk about. There's only 9 people in this Zoom call, so it's pretty small, which means I probably have to talk, which I don't like. I'm just ready to get it over with. It's only 30 minutes at most, so yeah. I don't want to do this. I just fixed my hair for the first time today. Did the exact same hairstyle it was already in. I need to make sure my water's next to me this time because I forgot to do that and I didn't want to like walk away last time. Can't forget that because I was like panicking last time. Okay, I'm gonna go log in now. Okay, done with my Zoom call. That was just like, I don't know, having a smaller group in Zoom compared to a larger group did not help in my opinion, but whatever. I said in the beginning of this video before my test that I was going to go more into why I don't like Zoom, but I just like kind of forgot about that. I don't really know how to explain it. Like, I think the first main thing that I don't like about it is the fact that I'm not saying everyone's staring at me. Like, I'm not trying to sound narcissistic or something. Like, I think people are staring at me, but like, there was just one class where I noticed a girl like blatantly taking selfies on her phone during class. And it's like, if I can see people doing that, there's gotta be other people looking at me as much as I'm looking at other people. In a normal classroom in person, everyone would just be staring at the teacher. No one would really be like looking at everyone's faces. Like, you don't just sit in a circle or something like that. So like, I see why Zoom would be great for like meetings or something or like group projects or whatever, but for a lecture style, it just is weird because that's not how it normally is. Like, you don't just normally stare at everyone in the same class as you or in the same lecture as you. So that's just like the first reason why it just like feels weird and foreign and intimidating to me. Second of all, as I said, the Zoom lecture I had for this class was with 9 people, but 3 of the people didn't even show up, so it was even smaller. So it just felt even more like intimidating. Going into it, I had no idea what we were about to talk about, but we ended up just like talking about our discussion post that we had due that day. So I was just like, why are we here? Like, we literally did a discussion post where we all had to like reply to each other in the thread, and like talking about it in the Zoom lecture just didn't really help. I'm sure I'm just like reading into it too much and overthinking it and everything, but there's just something about it that once I'm done with those Zoom classes, like you could tell after I was done in that last clip that I just kind of seemed annoyed. I was talking about it with Emma because, by the way, we actually have the same class, but I was talking about it with Emma every week when we finish it. I just feel like we're both in like such a snappy mood after we're done with our Zoom calls because like I just honestly don't feel like I gain anything out of it. I feel like it's subconsciously me knowing that I'm not paying attention, so it's just low-key like a waste of time, and it's knowing that I'm like letting myself get away with that. I think it's also just knowing I could be learning in a much better way, because this is in no way me being like online classes suck, like I hate them, because I've taken online classes before like by choice and I haven't had that hard of a time learning in them. It's just like Zoom lectures, and this is the only class I have a Zoom lecture in. The 3 other classes I'm taking are just strictly online. If there is a lecture that's like a video, it's just a video that the teacher posts of herself talking and everyone watches that individually. I just feel like doing it that way so I can like learn at my own pace and like pause and like take notes if I need to is so much more beneficial, but I can't just like pause a lecture during a Zoom lecture. Also, I just want to add, like, I know I wouldn't be able to just make a teacher pause their lecture in the middle of it if it was in person. I mean that more so like I'm at home and I'm not used to doing homework at home. Last time I ever had to do homework at home was when I was in high school, and I didn't do homework in high school. My ADHD was so much worse because I didn't get it treated or anything, so I kind of like revert back to my old ways when I'm at home. Therefore, I get distracted very easily when I'm sitting at my desk, especially when I'm sitting at my desk like staring out this window right here. You've probably seen me do it during this video. Like, I'll just look over and like stare out my window. Like, knowing a bunch of other people are also at home, like I'll see people on a screen talking to someone like off in the distance on their webcam, and like it's just so different than being in a classroom. And basically, like, I don't expect expect a teacher to pause it in person, but just like in this current time, I just think it's so just not ideal. Also, I mentioned Emma is in that class with me, and I also mentioned that there's small groups, but me and Emma did not ask to be in the same group, and she put us in the same group, and I'm like, I know she did it thinking it would probably be more convenient, like there's no harm in that or anything, but not only having to be in like a smaller group of people, but having to be in it with Emma is so much more distracting. I don't want people to think I like requested her to be in that class. Like we didn't ask for that. I think the teachers that post a video of them giving lectures online just so people can watch on their own time is just so much better for my learning. And this is just my opinion, like you might not relate at all, but I just honestly feel like I'm staring at myself and too self-conscious about like other people staring at me to actually register what's going on in the class and what we're talking about. And I just don't feel like it's a good way of learning for me. So yeah, that's that on that. I'm hungry. I need to eat dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna make though. I have to make my own dinner. I don't know what to make. So I kind of forgot to film myself eating dinner, but I had 2 chocolate chip pancakes for dinner and a bowl of like black bean pasta with pesto, but I'm still hungry, so I think I'm gonna make myself a smoothie. It's like 10 o'clock, but I don't even know how to use my mom's blender. How the fuck does this work? I don't know how this works. I made my smoothie. I just put the only things I could really find in it, which was just basically frozen mixed berries and lemon and water. Like that's literally it. But low-key tastes kind of fucking dank. That hits different when you brush your teeth. The night is pretty much over, or the day, not the night. The night is not over. I still have TikTok time. I just got the worst brain freeze. Oh my god. Oh my god, my brain, it hurts. It's almost 10:30. Usually at this time I'll just be like in bed with my lights completely off watching TikTok or something. Tonight I was a little extra hungry, so I feel like today's just not going the same as it normally does. Every day's different with quarantine. You never know what's gonna happen. Low-key, I might make a TikTok. I probably won't show myself making it because you have to go watch my TikToks to figure that out, figure out what I'm filming. Honestly though, follow me on TikTok and actually like my shit, because some of y'all are following me on TikTok and not actually liking my videos. Y'all just watch them, so that's fucked up. That's messed up. This is really good. This tastes like a Jamba Juice. This is dank. Basically, after that clip you just saw, I just made TikTok. So if you want to see those videos, then go follow me on TikTok, which is just my name. I feel like this video was pretty boring. I know this is like a stupid excuse, but it's realistic. Like, I'm in college and I actually have to do my homework, so I'm not just gonna like fabricate my day and make it seem so much more interesting when it's really not. If you want to see more videos where I show a day in the life where I'm not really doing as much homework, because I definitely take a couple days off from just like not doing any homework at all, let me know if you want to see that, or if you want to see like a quarantine workout routine or something like that, then definitely let me know. I'm really trying to take quarantine as an opportunity to just like post more, and I just don't really have an excuse not to anymore. Well, besides the fact that my laptop is slow as fuck and it takes me like hours to edit a video because of how slow it is. Again, I'm sorry if this content wasn't amazing, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and comment what videos you want to see while I'm in quarantine or just in general. Also, let me know if you have any Zoom classes and what you think of them, because I feel like I popped off big time about it. So y'all know my stance, but I'm curious if anyone else has the same kind of like anxiety over it. Follow me on all of my social media, and yeah, bye.